Bro, this Nikita Dragon body cam was so cringy when I watched it. What? Also, I did see the one with popular MMOs, but I just feel like everyone's seen that, so I don't really remember it.
He's got puncture wounds all over the place too.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler. If someone is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
He has
On
a
March
Roblox
10,
accent.
2020, officers with the Idaho Falls Police Department are called to a home after one of the residents witnesses a bone-chilling crime. As investigators plunge into a case brimming with appalling discoveries and a suspect on the run, they encounter a twisted tale of cultish accusations and mental disorders. However, nothing prepares them for the twisted motive they will uncover at the end of this heinous crime. On a chilly evening, 31-year-old Aaron makes an urgent 911 call when he encounters a horrifying scene. The following videos have never been seen or heard before.
So slippery.
911, where's your emergency?
This guy named Douglas, he just killed Hans. I don't know what his name is. His last name Hans.
Aaron lives with 5 other individuals in a home dubbed the Graduate House, run by a local nonprofit that offers alternative housing options for those in need.
So he's just cut off running down the street.
Is he breathing?
No, he's not. Hans is not breathing.
Even though Aaron is panic-stricken, he somehow manages to gather his composure and relay vital details to the operator.
He ran down towards Common Sense, towards that direction.
Who's the know that stabbed him?
Bro, I wish mangoes had more meat on
Did he just
them.
have a knife?
Yeah, he went down a knife. He just killed him.
Is he on the ground?
He's on the ground. Hans is on the ground. He just cut. He just cut the air check with the knife, man.
That's
Is he
fucked.
hey, let's start CPR. You're gonna
I
put your walker.
I don't know. He's dead. He's dead. He's blue.
What are we watching? It's by EWU. It says, man walks in on killer sawing his roommate's neck. Pretty crazy.
So his neck is cut. What's that? Over here. Over here.
As officers arrive and move quickly to secure the scene, they find Aaron outside while the victim is bleeding out inside on the kitchen floor.
He's down here. It's bad.
That's so fucking sad.
Nine zero. Myself and 1-7 are coming house. Good. Ready?
Is that a bunk bed? A baby crib? Who's that? That was a bunk bed.
Inside the house, officers Kelly and Picard find the lifeless body of 51-year-old Herman Hans Warland lying in a pool of blood.
We got a back door.
Man, why are you out here killing some random 51-year-old man? He didn't even do nothing, probably. That's sad.
Okay, just hang out here.
It's common sense. He had a knife
that way?
and everything.
So who's the guy? Do you know the guy?
Yeah, Ben.
Talk to me. Here, just talk to me, man.
Douglas Killer just killed Hans. The dude, he cut his throat with a knife.
I need you.
Oh, he's in shock right now. Poor kid.
You just stick with me, man. If we're gonna
Dude,
find this
I
guy.
don't know his age.
Who is he?
His name is Douglas Taylor. He has brown hair, it goes over his eyes, and he's wearing a brown jacket and a brown pants with brown boots. He ran off towards Common Sense with a knife.
Okay.
I woke up, I was asleep, I heard him fighting, he goes, no, stop, please. And that's all I heard, and I came upstairs and he was laying on the floor with blood all over him.
Okay. Connor?
Where's he at, Garrett?
He's right here, but I don't, hey, wait, come this way.
Come this way,
Found
come
on
this way.
YouTube.
This
I
way.
just haven't seen this one yet.
Just hold on.
I haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek. Okay. Just try not to touch her.
Bro, cops definitely see a lot of bullshit every day.
All their fighting and incoming can slow down.
Even though all hope appears to be lost for the victim, Hans, paramedics continue to check on him.
Watch where you step, please.
And then poor paramedics see so much shit.
If you step right back out then.
Yep.
So, he's right there. Let's just clear this real quick.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them. I'm Noah Rosen, founder and
I'll tie this
kind of
room on the
ironic
left.
for the video.
If you want to hold it forward, Karen. Looks like it's a bathroom. There's a shower curtain. I'm gonna go in.
Bruh.
Okay, shower's behind the door, so I can't see.
I don't know why
So-
it scared me. I didn't know the officer was there.
Back upstairs,
There like a
paramedics
fucking
huddle
5
over the
minutes in
victim to
Freddy's
document
character.
the injuries.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
I'm here to witness. We're trying to do 4 lead here.
So Parkins just wants a 4-lead ran. So just so he's got puncture wounds all over the place too. Yeah. What's up? It's working.
Oh,
It's working.
doing the whole deal? Hey, you have a work phone on you?
No, I'll go grab mine. Yep.
In an unexpected twist, Hans Warlin, the victim everyone thought was dead, has a pulse. As officers hurry to photograph the crime scene, paramedics act swiftly in a desperate effort to save the victim's life.
You're gonna start taking pictures quick, dude. Dispatch, maybe one. Caller advised we have a full trauma activation. We have an estimated 35-year-old male, cardiac arrest. He is in PEA. Chet, I think we just move him and just get him out of here. I think it's our best bet.
I'm gonna keep talking to this guy. It's good.
You want to go logistically organize them? It's coming out of the back of his head.
Dude, it's freaking.
Dude, I don't know. Ooh. Keep going, keep cranking, keep cranking. Oh, God damn it. Here,
I'm gonna skish manage it.
In order to save precious seconds, paramedics improvise their plans to get Hans into the ambulance as quickly as possible.
well, Jeff, we don't have to worry about the Tom Bader subs.
Yeah, no, we don't. Let's just get on top right.
Okay, we're all set. Chip, I see this to the side of his neck.
It's pumping blood out, bud. Pumping it.
Alright, let's just roll. Clocks in your back. Big one.
Pull that arm.
Let's get it squared up a little bit.
What changed? He's got rhythm or what?
Yeah, he's in PEA, dude.
Okay.
Boys, you ready?
Okay. It's gonna drag. His legs, they're rough south. Get him up. Alright. I know, I'm trying to
Sorry to leave it running, but I can hear everything in my head. My headset.
He said the knife's in here.
So, oh, I forgot my napkin. That's okay. Whatever. I just have a bunch of mango juice on my desk. So he's alive? Bro, I don't know what I would do in this situation. Wait, the army sees a lot of shit too. I don't really think it's something you can compare. Trauma, I feel like trauma just happens, and some people, they barely get traumatized, but it traumatizes them more for some reason. So I think some people have tougher skin when it comes to trauma, but overall trauma's trauma. You know, everybody will. I mean, anybody can get traumatized to a certain degree, is what I believe. Like, that's just me, though.
In the house somewhere.
Officer Lindquist brings up a fundamental detail about the missing murder weapon, but that's not the only thing they're lacking. They still have a suspect at large, potentially causing even more death and destruction.
They did CPR and squeeze more blood out of him doing so. They're not perfect, bro.
Officers immediately turn their attention to Aaron, the 911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
I want somebody monitoring him on audio right now.
Okay, I think McCart's recording, but
But he left him
So this guy's making phone calls and talking and sharing information. We need to get reported.
Okay.
That's kind of smart.
Tape it. Hey, you got that? Tape it. Yeah.
Before Aaron has a chance to talk to anyone else, Detective Albright records his statement. But the more Aaron reveals, the more uneasy the detectives become. The detective begins his questioning by asking
like maybe he did it?
about his roommate, Douglas Taylor, the man Aaron identified as the perpetrator on the call earlier.
So...
Well, he really is the witness because they're blurring his face.
Doug, what time did he leave this morning?
At 4:30 in the morning.
I came back with
PTSD.
PTSD. Bro, my great-grandpa. My grandpa also served. Only one of them, though. I don't think he got traumatized. But my great-grandpa, he was in the Cold War, I think. Wait, let me confirm that. Yeah, he's in the Cold War. Yeah, he's in the Cold War. And, bro. How many people... I don't even know. He did some sort of shit in the Cold War. I don't know. I don't know when. But, bro. All I know is he was traumatized and... Also, who the fuck is speaking Russian in the chat? Or the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Well, do you know where he was going?
No, I don't know where he went.
Does he work or anything?
No,
like
he doesn't work either. He just got released out of a hospital too.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
How long has Doug been living here?
Only a month.
Only a month?
Yeah.
Detectives will later uncover the deranged reason that caused Douglas to mercilessly assault a roommate, but for now they continue speaking with Aaron.
So, Doug got released a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then he shows up here. How was he when he first arrived?
Kind of peculiar. Just doesn't want to talk to people. Doesn't want to interact.
The manager of the group home arrives on the scene and provides officers with more valuable details about their missing suspect.
So is this like a group home or what is it?
Yes, we own three of them. We got Andre's house, we got the lady's house, and this is our graduate house.
Okay.
Most of the guys here had come through. We actually allowed Douglas to come straight from Blackfoot South to come in here. He was supposed to be all right. He was attending counseling at RHS, and I was by here 3 times yesterday, and I didn't see nothing different in the kid. I talked to him, and all of a sudden, and Hunts never did anything to anybody.
Right.
I mean, that kid
I'm
was
kind of just gonna
Still in the
skip.
house.
What is this, Genshin Impact from Wish?
Even though Aaron originally reported that he saw Douglas fleeing from the crime scene holding a weapon, detectives identify a blood-soaked knife lying on the floor in the living room and get Douglas to the station without incident.
Alright, step in there, go take a seat.
Throughout his detainment, Douglas has appeared eerily calm and cooperative, but to get a full picture of the savage attack, detectives need to interview him. However, even seasoned detectives are not prepared to deal with a suspect as unsettling as this one.
What did he do? Also, sorry for skipping, guys. It's just like, sometimes they just drag this shit on, you know? They're just like, oh, his uncle touched him, he heard voices. Okay, this part's probably important if he survived. But it will tell us at the end.
Right there. You want some water?
They're trained but not trained a certain point to understand something's helping, causing more of a problem than saving. I mean, it's America. Our systems are not the most efficient. They're trying their best, though.
After reading him his Miranda rights, Detective Schwicht cuts straight to the chase.
Can you tell me what happened tonight from your side of things?
I'm the one who did it.
Okay. Can you tell me why?
Wow, he's
What
so
happened
nonchalant
tonight?
about it.
I'm not sure how to explain why I did it.
Within the first few minutes of the interview, Douglas confesses to the attack. However, the motive behind his actions will remain a mystery that investigators have yet to resolve.
I don't know how to explain it using regular terminology.
Okay. In your own words is fine. I'll ask questions if the things I don't understand. I was
Just
thinking
saying,
probably something
CPR on a
happened.
victim with a neck injury,
And
not the
I-
best use of time. Yeah, probably not.
Or maybe it's an ongoing issue that got you really mad.
When a person has the mouth closed, the person feels the lips together. I feel like you can feel your lips closed together, yeah. Words be fine. What does that mean, to be see?
I wasn't angry.
Okay.
I have a system of metaphysics which would give you some insight into why.
Metaphysics?
Can you explain a little bit? Can you just explain to us what exactly happened?
I brutally stabbed to death that man in the kitchen.
It should be noted that Douglas doesn't know that Han still clings to life and casually reveals a morbid series of events. Based on what happens later, everything he says will be called into question.
And you said it should have resulted in death. If he survives and pulls through, is that going to be a problem for you, or?
There was no chance of survival.
Bro, why does he talk like a Roblox villain? There was no chance of survival. What the fuck? You's not hard, bro. Like, you's not hard.
Did you make absolutely certain that
What?
the way he
Why does it
used
sound like
stabbing
that?
was definitely going to kill him? Where did you
How am I
stab
doing
him?
good?
My body,
How are
'cause
you?
I haven't seen this guy.
You said you feel
No.
it? Yeah.
I
I
slit
feel
his
like I
neck
can
open.
feel, like,
He would
my
he
lips
should have bled out
closed.
completely.
I mean, if
Did
you
you
didn't,
stab
then
him
how
more
else
than
would you
once?
technically
Yeah.
talk?
Were you really mad at him?
No.
Sorry, I guess I asked you that before.
I mean, when you're doing it, you have to do it in a precise manner, of course. You know, and like if he's going to defend himself, or try to talk back, or
Talk back?
try to prolong, then it becomes more incremental until you just finally make the final kill wound. But I think I stabbed him about 15 times until the final slit to the right side of his neck, piercing through all those veins on the side. I witnessed him begin to bleed profusely. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center, an inevitable tragedy strikes.
Did they just call it?
He passed?
Let him know.
They called it.
Yeah.
Hans had succumbed to his grievous injuries, turning the case into a murder investigation.
I thought, like, the back of his head was all disconnected on the scene.
Okay. Since y'all are bitching in the chat about how they handled this with the CPR or whatever, do you think had they acted quicker that he would have survived? Because I'm not gonna lie, it seems like he was stabbed a lot. I don't know why. It feels like you missed the cratoid, bro. Have a good stream, Rack and Mountain. I think he got. I don't know.
Is that one right there on his forearm?
You watched too much of The Wire.
Yeah, I will have too much time on your hands.
Bro, I don't know how these people are able to laugh, but good for them. And I say good for them because these people probably see so much fucking shit every day. It's probably the only sort of relief they get, but fuck.
I know.
I
2
really
days
can't.
later, during an
I
autopsy,
really can't say anything
medical
about them
examiners will report that
giggling.
Hans
It's just
died
crazy.
from 17 stab wounds
Maybe they're
inflicted upon
just
the
so
torso,
desensitized.
left arm, neck, and other extremities. Meanwhile, detectives in the interrogation room are also getting closer to unearthing Douglas's motivations behind his appalling actions.
Certain
Artery in his neck hit that. It's minutes. Oh. There were too many lacerations to contain the blood loss. It was just a matter of time. Aw.
individuals who desire to begin new cults, I like to identify.
Bro, this guy's actually
professionally
cuckoo for
examine.
Cocoa Puffs. Like, what?
Seems that to see if that is precisely what they're trying to do. If someone is
Bro, I don't understand the people that can talk like this, like, where it's like, it's just nothing. It's literally, like, there's words, but it's just, like, nothing. Like, what is bro saying? Like,
trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
Do you think he was trying to...
like, what does that mean? Your answer is definitely yes. Yeah, that's my answer. Yes, you can feel your lips when you close them.
Start a new worldwide cult?
Yes. That is my
I mean, unless your lips are numb, but I can feel my lips.
Being a leader of a cult,
Like when I do
he would
this,
have done some really
I
bad
feel
things.
my lips.
There are enough religions on this planet.
Like, too many. So, you'd be better off with fewer of those.
Wait, so he killed him because he had a different religion to him? I was ADHD right there. Bro, he's definitely texting his wife right now, being like, this guy is fucking crazy. Make sure to put the lasagna in the stove. I need that shit and a big glass of whiskey. That's probably what he's texting his wife right now.
There are enough religions on this planet.
In actuality, he's probably documenting all this, but, bro, that's what I would be doing.
So, you'd be better off with fewer of those.
Yes.
While it's highly doubtful that
I'd beat the truth out of him. I wish we could in this justice system, but not really, because then that would lead for a lot of error of, like, beating up the wrong person. Because, you know, people, they get the wrong guy. I think this is the guy that did that, duh. But lawfully, it would be pretty messed up to just have cops beating up a bunch of people, even though that kind of does happen sometimes. But I honestly, personally, I would rather see a good investigation where they get the person and all this stuff and then lock them away forever versus just beat them up, you know?
Hans was indeed starting a cult. Douglas goes on to explain the reasoning behind this horrifying belief and his subsequent
He's doom
decision.
scrolling in the middle of the interview.
Beliefs.
Star Stable? I'm getting a Star Stable ad? Bro, I didn't even know that shit was still running.
To a degree. With you.
Bro, this Jellycat's so
Tell you about
cool.
that.
To a
Look
degree.
at her ears.
You tell I'm an atheist and I don't tolerate proselytizing.
Also, guys, I'm streaming until 1 a.m. tonight. I'm gonna get my pizza, though. I'll be back. Maybe we should play some VR chat soon. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let me get my pizza. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I threw another pizza in. Oh, maybe I had to move my Jellycat. Nah, I think she's chilling. She's gonna be in front of my monitor. My stuffed animals just make me so happy. I just think they're cute. Does that make me an age regressor? I don't think it does, though, because, like...
Yes.
Bruh. Wait, what did he say? Okay, actually, I gotta move her. I'm sorry, girl. You gotta go in the bed. You gonna chill with the others.
Strangely, yes.
Sorry.
You tell I'm an atheist and I don't tolerate proselytizing.
You're not hard just because you don't believe in anything, bro. Like...
Was that what he was doing? Proselytizing to you about his belief?
I'm not gonna lie, he does need Jesus. That poor man was literally just like, bro, for real, you just need some Jesus and some real shit. And he was like, really? And then he stabbed him. Is that not the most you need fucking Jesus thing I've ever seen in my life?
Please.
Keep the things that make you happy close? Yeah.
Strangely,
I agree.
yes. Man trying to start a new cult.
Okay, does EWU cover a lot of crimes in Florida, or do a lot of crimes just happen in Florida? Think about that.
Not the right idea. Tries to reduce all of the world religions to some German mythology. Makes us think like people who understand some mysterious concept are the true rulers of all the different nationalities, religions.
I bet he wasn't even chopping it up with this guy talking about all this shit. I bet he just imagined all this. Like, I actually don't even believe that guy was like, hey, you need Jesus. But even if he was, or like God or whatever his religion is, because not everybody is God for them. It's like different things. I think this guy just imagined all this shit. I think he's crazy.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler.
As the interrogation comes to an end, the detective has one final question for Douglas.
After stabbing a
I'm
guy
heading up for work. Have a good
like
time at work.
this, what do you think would be the right thing to do with you? What do you think that
Should be like, you guys should spank me really hard with that protein shaker and that PS2 on the table.
the police,
That's probably what he wants.
the law, the judges, you know, all these people who sit and make decisions about all this?
But, and did he say that? He did say that. That was weird.
What do you think's the right and appropriate thing to do?
Not sure.
Maybe spank me?
Jail, then prison?
Do you think that's the right thing?
That's not how it goes, I don't think. Wait, actually it is. Actually, I don't know.
And for you?
Yeah.
But if the detectives thought that this would be the last they'd hear of the man, they were in for a shocker. On October 12, 2021, over a year and a half after the incident, Detective Schwick received a handwritten letter from Douglas while he awaited trial. In the letter, Douglas claimed that he didn't kill Hans and alleged that his old roommate Aaron is the one who
Yeah, right. I don't believe that.
killed Hans. Douglas reports that he heard a sound, entered the house, and saw Hans on the floor in his blood. He then went back outside where he alleged that Aaron threatened him and gave him a jacket with some blood on it. After being supposedly traumatized by the events, Douglas claimed to have agreed to take the blame and made up.
When you get like, this is like, what he just did there is like, you ever had an argument with somebody in school and then like, you say some shit and you thought it was like witty and like you owned them, but then you're laying awake at night and you're thinking about the argument again and you're like, oh, I should have said that. That's literally what he's doing right now. He's like, fuck, I should have said that during the interrogation. They would have literally been like, wait, bro, for real? It wasn't you? Dang, we're sorry, bro. It was your roommate all like, no one is buying that, bro. No one is buying that. Bro is definitely sitting in his cell just rethinking being interrogated and was like, wait, I should have blamed it on the roommate.
A false confession later. When Detective Schwick interviewed Aaron, he found him to be completely innocent, with no involvement in the crime whatsoever. Not long after his
I didn't mean like physically fight. I meant like verbal fight, like a little banter. I've never fought anybody at school before.
arrest,
I've only had like verbal banters, but it wasn't even anything intense. Like I don't, you know, just like hitting heads type of thing. I've never gotten in a fight. I'm not a fighter. I never claimed to be a fighter. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just quoted Bryce Hall. I should be in prison. I should be jailed and then prison for that? I think I should. You know, I actually didn't mind the movie Uglies. I thought it was kind of entertaining. It wasn't a memorable movie, but I didn't mind watching it. I know a lot of people hated it, but I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. Also, this is fucking disgusting. Autisms and periods. YouTube, I don't have autism. Stop this propaganda.